Jonathan here. We are back to where we left off yesterday. In our previous part. So let's quickly go ahead and fire up our terminal to see what we did yesterday. I'm sorry I could not complete the video yesterday, the other day, but thank God I'm here now. We'll just key in CD navbar. So today I'm gonna be relatively fast so that the video will not be too long. We need to finish the navbar in this second chapter, second part. All right. So what is the command again? ng self hyphen 0 mo. So while that is coming up, let me take us through what we did yesterday. Yesterday we were able to attach our fonts, though we've not declared them here. We imported and we readjusted our HTML and body parts by setting margin to 0 so that all our objects will start from the angle of the screen, left side top. Okay, so allow the box sizing to be border box and overflow heading. So everything is just as a 0 XY index. So then I went ahead to remove the decoration on our anchor link, those blue style and underline you see, and I gave it a gray color. So today we are gonna bring out all our colors in one part, since I might be using this gray color so often. So I will have to make a variable that I can always call instead of looking for that color or defining it always. The same thing with our font family that we are going to borrow from this font.css. We will as well declare them as a constant so that we will always have something to call. So today we are going to style our navbar to what we saw yesterday. Okay, we want to achieve that result today. All right, our project is now running 50%, after which it will load up itself. Fine, we're up and running. This was where we stopped yesterday. You can see our anchor, then the social media, then our brand, just at that edge, everything arranged. So let's go ahead and fire up. I'll be targeting first of all targeting the nav itself and tag. Okay, we'll give it a class nav, so I'll copy that and head to our style.css. All right, so here we are, curly braces. So first of all, let's give it a background color hashtag. So I'm going to be using the hexadecimal, this. Okay, I like to have that color. So that is the almost sky blue that I used yesterday in the other one. So we saw in the other one I demonstrated yesterday in the first part. So padding, it should be 0 top and bottom, then 2. rem for the left and right um, side. Then let's give it a height of we don't need it to have height now, 0, because of our collapse, but minimal height. Okay, so I'll give it 10 VH for now. Overflow, so we are going to have overflow to be hidden, and so let me save. Okay, it runs automatically, and we have that. You can see it's taking shape. Okay, it's taking shape, so it's still on a straight line. We have not killed it here, so we can do display. Okay, I'll let the display be flex, you know and okay, since we'll be using our this display quite often in our project, let's go ahead and define it separately. So we are going to have our flex define, so that I can be using the class, class flex, you know row. It's running out there. So the display, oh, like I said, is going to be flex. Then what is the flex direction? We'll give it direction of row. Okay, so we'll also make it to wrap, when we squeeze out the space. Okay, that will make it wrap. So I will save and quickly attach that to our menu. Okay, all right, when we get there we'll use it. So I'll be targeting the menu now, where I will want to use it at the end of the day. Okay, our next target is the sorry, I messed up here. This is class nav. I was wondering, why some of these things did not attach immediately. So I shouldn't be giving it to the nav itself, though it's the same thing, but it's better off with the class since I gave it a class now. So I have the nav there, dot nav hyphen menu. Okay, I will just give it justify content, a space in between. I want the space to be between all the anchors. So I will save that. So I will increase the height for now. So let's say 50. so that we can see what we have there. As we see the spaces, I will remove this and save. Okay, so let's see what we have. It's not really showing that much, but I think at this point we have to have a menu space flex. Is it flex menu? What did I call it again? Did I call the class? Flex row. Why? Okay. All right. So with this, you can see it has taken shape. So what was the value of this? What value did it add to our work? I'll remove it once again and save. Okay. So you can see all the, even though they are in row and directly on each column, we don't have space. So what's this justify context space between doors is that it allows all of them to stretch to their, you know, to their own space and take up the space. That is what we have there. So um let's go ahead and target the the toggle collapse, so that as we reduce, instead of all this hanging on there, they will collapse. Okay, so that we can create our menu. So we'll have nav to target, then call it I think toggle collapse. Yes. All right. So position first should be absolute, then the top, I'm gonna give it a 0%. Honestly, I'm too quick to press my keys, man, thereby making mistakes. So width of 90 degrees, we don't want it to be so wide. Okay, to be 100%, but 90 will be fine. 90%. So the cursor, we want it to be pointer, and then do we need any display? None. Okay. All right. So right now, let me save so that we'll take a look of at what we are doing. Hmm. It doesn't have any much effects, but let's give it. Let's take a look. We'll have the brand. We'll have this. I haven't added the collapse. No wonder. I was wondering. So before the items, let's add the collapse div. So give it a class of, call it toggle collapse. Okay, and we'll add the icon toggle hyphen icons, and then the icon itself, give it a class of since we have that, we looked at the font also in yesterday. The icons. So the bar itself, you can always Google it and see how to call it up. So it's fast FAM bars that produces that. Okay, so I'll close that here. All right, let's take a look. If I search for that bars for menu, what does it give me? Here they are. Okay, you can click on it and find out how you can and pick the code. All right, so here we are. So you can go ahead and copy the icon. Okay, all right, so let's head back to our work. So if I save this now, so let's target the nav toggle collapse then icon. Okay, so that can be targeted. Nav dot toggle collapse dot toggle iPhone. I called it icons, right? Okay, so um the display, they will not be giving it a flex direction, so I can't use that flex over there. So the define flex row, since I'm not using that row. Okay, you can justify contents to be flex ends. Let's go to the take the end, then this padding is necessary. So 1.7, rem top and bottom, then 0, you know for the left and right. So go ahead and save. All right, so sorry, I'm trying to think in between. The icon itself, toggle icon, yeah, we're done with that. So nav, okay, toggle collapse, then you know toggle icon, then icon itself. We use the I. So let's give it font size of 1.4, rem, color, you know so we are going to give it color of gray. Like I said, I'm going to define all these colors, but for now let's use this as it is. Okay, so we are not having this breakdown all we have done with this toggle collapse and toggle icon, it's not applicable now because we don't have that size of the screen. Okay, so let me quickly target that screen by target that screen. So the media screen only, so that when we use our mobile phone to view, you can see that we'll have the responsiveness, you know. So width, what width do we give it now? Okay, what size is this? This should be like a mobile device. So let me target this. How do we get that? Right click, inspect. Okay, so as we reduce, this is the size I want to take. Okay, so okay, let me target 750. Yeah, 748 by 750 pixel. All right, so the nav itself, nav menu. Okay, also nav item. So I want this to be in column form each time you adjust the screen or you come to that mobile device size. Okay, so flex direction, instead of row that we have up there, we want to have column. That is all. Okay, can see that's been attached immediately. And then so the nav dot toggle collapse itself, which is the measure target there, should be display initial. Okay, that is all. So I will go back. Let me call this want to comment here mobile size design. All right, so the toggle icon has been targeted, so let's target the collapse itself. What happens when it has collapsed? Okay, we set the height. The height should be 30. Okay, so I will go ahead and take back the height here back to 10. Okay. All right. Why are you still there? Okay. So let's go ahead and target the nav items which has not been touched. Nav hyphen items. So we'll say display also should be flex, and the margin, so important, put it at 0. All right, so we have our stuff there. Adjusting. Having done that, it is necessary that we target the nav items, then nav link. Okay, so here we go. Padding, give it 1.6. That's what I've been using out there. Then for top and bottom, then 1 for the size. Do not forget the font size. 1.1 rem will be fine. Position should be relative. Let's save. Fine. So font family, we'll have cursive, we'll have fancy. That's too deep. So let me quickly define our fonts. So reason being that I don't want to be running around for the color, the fonts. Okay, so let's leave this blank yet, where we have our define theme. So let me come above less and say okay. So theme fonts family. So I'll start with okay. I have the Abel among the one I downloaded. So Abel, I'll say cursive. I will just be fast with this autumn. Autumn, comma cursive. Okay. Hmm. Just dive in and start designing, declaring without giving my roots. So sorry for modeling things up. I was wondering what was giving me error over there. Okay, so I will just, since I'm doing this in one direction for the rest of the three fonts, I will do this. So let's not waste time, just fin. Okay, cursive, legend. Okay, copy and paste, then Livic is double V. So I have my fonts over there. Okay, so let's head back to our oh, we're targeting the collapse. Okay, the link. So the fonts family will say variable. We have the abel. We use the abel. One I used earlier on was so huge. Font size, padding, position, relative. I've done that. All right. So let's now target the hover. Okay. So nav link. Okay. When you hover, what happens? I will say the background color should change. Okay. So midnight blue. Okay, I would like to use this. Save. Mm, Blue that is close. Okay, let's use this blue first. So the same in the same vein, when we hover, what happens to the anchor? So I'll also change the color to white. Okay, so our text color is white. All right, so our brand, let me look at what I've done so far. Something is missing. We don't need all these dots there. Okay, our stuff is taking shape, so let's target the brand, then I will come back and handle these dots. Okay, so nav, then nav branch. Okay, the font size 1.6, padding, so we have one rem, then 0 for left. For the size, the display should be block. Okay, so that it stays in line with other tests. So before I save, this is what I'm trying to achieve. Okay, you can see it's hanging up there, so such that I will save this. You have it coming down to be on the same line with these. I think I'd rather leave it like that and finish up. So the font family, I will use the var lessened. Okay, fine, beautiful. So fine, so let me quickly handle some things that I would like to make constant. You have, okay, the anchor, social media, and the UI. So let me see what I'm targeting. Let's bring this down so I can see. All right, so I've targeted the anchor initially. So our on other lists, so we have the list style, which is what the dots you're seeing over there. Okay, I don't need it, so none. Save. That is gone. Okay, so we'll be using the span in our work. Let me quickly target that, and we'll give it a font family of hyphen label. Okay, I don't think there's any other thing I need to target for now. This has taken shape. Okay, the social, beautiful, beautiful. So let's target the social. Okay, I'm done with the browse. I was just checking if I'm missing anything. Nav dot social. All right, it's necessary that we handle the padding in between them. 1.4 rem, and we'll have that as 0. Okay. Dot nav dot social. So let's target the icon. Have we added the icon? When you hover, what happens? So color should be A1C4 CF. Okay. So before that, let's target the only the eye alone. Let me deal with the padding. We'll give it 0, then 0.2 rem. Okay, that's falling in part with this. Alright, all I have done here for the icon does not exist. Wow, because we have not added our icon. So social, this will head to this, back, Facebook. Okay, don't need Facebook with background. I need the icons without background. So copy that, copy HTML, click and you copy. So on top of this F is where we need it. Facebook, is that what I want? Have a Facebook, fab, Instagram. All right, let's take a look at Instagram. I believe it should be Instagram. Twitter is Twitter. Then yeah, Instagram. Okay, so I'll go ahead and rename Instagram and YouTube, Twitter, then YouTube. So save. Okay, I will quickly think I got something wrong. All right, so I will see that they are white. If I highlight this, I have my um I have my icons there, okay, but they are not showing simply because the color is white. So social icon should be white, right? So let me apply it to all of them. So individual color gray, save. Hmm. Okay, there's something I'm missing. Have what it cannot show, cannot display. So let's quickly do the attachments. Should have done that here. The in part one when we attached. Okay, this is our icon here. Front house also icon. When we attach our link in part one, we should have attached it. So at this juncture, I will quickly do that. Okay, icons. Okay, or .css. I will save. All right, something is wrong. What could that be? And our icons are fully loaded. Sorry, it was my doing, my mistake. I shouldn't have missed that. So it is important that we bring in our files before we start to avoid this kind of mistakes. So this cannot click now. So let's quickly work on the JS file. So inside the asset folder, we have CSS, we have fonts, but no JS. So let's quickly create a folder called JS, our JavaScript files. In it, we are going to create a file, main.js. So here we are going to give the command that will open up that. But before, lest I forget, let's head to our sites before I start making mistake and download jQuery, because that is what we need at this instance to be able to run that. So I will jQuery API documentation. I will quickly download. Will show you how to download that, but I've already done. So the 3 points and above uncompressed, you can go ahead and download that. Okay, you can attach or you can download. All right. So, well, don't know how my network is, but let's go ahead and attach 3.5 here. Let's go ahead and attach our index.html. Get down to the bottom. Sorry, having two files here that are not required. Body, body, and we'll have that attached there. Then we have our JS file. Give me a moment. Also have our JS file attached. So script source will be this assets js main.js. All right, so we close that. Fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and work on our main.js file. So we'll target our document. Once it's ready, trigger the function. Okay, so what are we targeting? The navbar. Make it a variable. Okay, equal to this dot what is our class? Dot, sorry, dot nav. We are also a toggle when it collapse. Target that toggle collapse. So this will allow us to I was looking at my file in Word to know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, so when it collapses, we need to make it display the menu. All right, so let's hit the click event. So when the toggle collapse, you click on it. What happens? Trigger the function. Okay, the nav itself dot toggle class collapse. Fine. Sorry, don't have lights here, so it seems to be. So let's save, and that runs. Yeah, you can see that it drops. We have our navbar. Okay, well executed. So the transition is missing. Let's quickly review this and see add our transition. So that should be under the navbar, the nav. Okay, so let me scroll down, kill this, overflow heading. Let me give it a transition of height. 1 second. Is in and out. Beautiful. That is it. Very well, guys. We've come to the end of this part. So looking forward to part 3. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification button so that you will always receive notification each time we do upload. We promise to do more uploads to complete this series. Like we said, we are targeting a complete design of a blog called Truth. Okay, a blog website. And for you to be part of it, you need to subscribe. You need to give us thumbs up if you like our content. And to get the remaining parts, don't forget to hit the bell notification button. That will, automatically send you a notification each time we upload new videos. Thank you so much, and see you in the next chapter. That is the next